I was fourth.
Fourth? That's pretty good. No matter how much running you do, just don't run from God, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That's a gospel track for you. Just read it later when you get some time, bro.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day, man. How you doing, young lady? Just gonna give you something today.
Well, thank you.
While you're on your way. You feeling cool there with that fan, huh? Let's see if anybody's over here. Oh, man, come on. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at this. Look at this. So beautiful. Except the trash in there. That's not beautiful. Let's park this here. Let me give you something, man, before you go.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Look like you've been running all morning.
I have been.
Let me give you something before you go, real quick. I know you're in a hurry, man. You walk faster than me. I got little short legs. Have a good day, buddy.
Okay. It's okay.
How'd you place?
I think I was like 11th out of all the women.
Oh, yeah. Good job. Good
Thank you.
Just don't run from the Lord.
Okay.
What up, big dog? Just give you something real quick. Y'all have a good day, man.
You too now.
Jambalaya FESTIVal. What do y'all got? Coolies? Is that what are these coolies?
No, they're socks.
Oh, they're socks. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know. I was like
It's okay.
just glancing at them, you know.
Take a look around. Get a toe ring for, you know, your special person in your life, or an anklet.
How much are they?
They're 2 for $24. 13 a pair. I mean, yeah, 2 for $24, 13 a pair, but then some are 15. It will be listed on the box.
It'll say it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't need any socks this morning,
You don't.
but
You sure?
I do want to give y'all something. Make y'all's day. Start y'all's day
What
off
is
right.
it? Is
You
it
believe? You believe you're out? I wish I could give you money.
money?
You seen it before?
I
Same
haven't.
size?
No.
Are you sure?
Wait a minute. What just happened? And I got glasses. I got glasses.
The point is, don't believe everything you can see, right?
The hand is quicker than the eye.
Right? Do you trust yourself?
Right this moment, I'm going to say no.
No?
And the only reason I'm saying no right now is because I didn't go to sleep last night. I've been on the road since 3 o'clock this morning. I just drove from Dallas to right here, and I still got 2.5 more hours to drive.
Oh, wow.
No. I don't
They all going hard. What about you? You trust yourself?
Sometimes.
Spell the word silk out loud.
Silk? That's okay.
What do cows drink?
Milk.
No, they don't drink milk. They produce milk.
Oh.
They drink water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know y'all are trying to get set up, so I ain't going to hold y'all too long. But that's for you.
Thank you.
And then for the young man, I'm going to give you something very specific. I'll give you that, man. There you go,
My
man.
14-year-old is going to love this.
Yep. I appreciate you guys.
Thanks for
Good
stopping
luck.
by.
I hope y'all make a lot of money.
Thank you.
What do y'all got? Shirts and stuff like that? Cool.
Shirts, hats, stickers, buttons.
Buttons. What do you do with the buttons? Like what would be a good thing?
You
Hats or?
Pin them to hats, or I pin it to my bag, my backpack. Got magnets too.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, I like it. That's cool. I'm a big shirt person. Got a lot of different shirts.
Yeah.
You know.
Come check them out. I've got everything on display pretty much. And I'm about to hang these up.
I like Louisiana theme too. You know.
Look, I'll give you a card. Got a website, all my stuff's on there.
Here, man. I'll give you something you can read later for some time.
Thank you.
Runway Cajun apparel. Cool. I like it. I'm put it in my wallet. It's gonna be blistering hot today. It looks like.
Oh yeah.
Golly.
It's hot in here.
All right, guys. Good luck.
I did that email about almost
Come on,
3
big
years
guy.
now.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
You staying cool over there or what?
I am.
I want to give you something this morning.
What we got?
You trust your eyes?
We do.
Check this out. Same size. Ready? Do this one. So you can't trust your eyes no more. They deceive you, right? Do you trust yourself?
I do.
Spell the word silk out loud.
Silk. S-I-L-K.
What do cows drink?
Milk.
No, they drink water. So here's the point of the story. Those are for you. Don't believe everything you see, and don't trust yourself, because we could be wrong about small things, whatever, wrong about something, you know, that's more important in life, you know.
Amen to that. Thank you.
You have a good day, love. You have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
What up, buddy boy? How you doing, man?
Okay.
I'll give you that. You can read later, man. Have a good day. How'd y'all place?
I was just walking, but thank you.
Well, that's okay. That's a participation.
All right.
Get the participation award. Just don't run from God, you know. That's
Exactly. Amen,
that's the
brother.
point, you know.
Thank you.
It's so hot out here.
Fans for the-
Yeah. You need a real fan. That's what you got over there, a real fan, huh?
Yeah, I got the one that'll.
Keep you cool all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These help though, I will say.
Did you get one of these yet?
No, I did not.
You know, maybe you're the kind of girl that likes one of these though. You like optical illusions?
Kind of.
See if you like these. Check it out. Same size. Ready? Till I do this. Throw that one out.
I don't like this.
Here, we'll put it back. Do the other one. Now we'll do them faster. You can take those with you.
What in the world? No way.
That's cool, huh? Do you trust yourself?
Kind of.
Spell the word silk out loud.
Silk. S-I-L.
And what do cows drink?
Water, I guess.
They do drink water. Good job.
I was about to say milk.
Yeah, it's made to trick you a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Just like if I ask you to spell the word shop out loud.
Uh-huh.
If you spell it out loud, go ahead.
S-H-O.
Will you do it at green light?
Oh, you go. Okay.
Good job. You got the second one.
I gotta use the noggin up there.
Yeah. So just
It takes me a while.
you know, just make sure that you read those, and,
Uh-huh.
you know, when you get time.
Yeah.
And I pray that you be blessed today. I don't personally need anything, but I just wanted to stop by and give you some.
Thank you. Hey, Grace.
I don't want a photo bomb that.
You're good.
Be like that random guy in the background. Who is that? Here, let me give you guys something for y'all go.
I don't get it.
There you go. How'd y'all place?
Not bad.
Not bad? Just,
That's all that matters, right?
yeah. Just in life, don't run from God. You know what I'm saying? That's the,
Thank you.
y'all have a good day. How y'all doing?
All right, you.
Doing good. Y'all might be the only ones that I'm gonna buy something from today, I think. How much for the hats, the Chinese hats?
The Chinese hats are,
$20.
yeah. You also use them as popcorn bowl.
As what?
Popcorn bowl.
Popcorn bowls?
Yeah, when you get ready to go in at night, give me that.
You got quick fingers, huh? Hey, come here. I got something for you. It ain't money though. Sorry. Sorry if that's what you were hoping for. Got something for Grandpa. Here you go, buddy. Whenever you get time later, you can read that. And then I got this for you. You like magic? Yeah? What's your name?
Monty.
Monty? All right, Monty. Same size? I'm not tricking you, huh? Go back by Grandpa so Grandpa can see it at the same time if you don't mind. Show it to you both at the same time, you know? All right, they're the same size until I do this. What happened? Here, let's put it back together. Do it again. Whoop. Whoop. You want these?
Hold on, do it again.
One more time.
How do you do that?
How'd I do that?
You kind of lowered one down.
Nope, same exact height. Watch now. Do you trust yourself? You don't? Well, that's a good question. I mean, that's a good answer. Spell the word silk out loud.
So what?
Silk.
S-I-L-K?
And what do cows drink?
Water?
They drink water, that's right. Grandpa's smart. Most people say milk. Those are for you, buddy. And I'm going to take my hat.
What do you say?
Thank you.
Do they have any hats with different rim colors? Or they're all yellow?
Down on the bottom there's a little bit lighter, so.
Yeah. I think I'll do that. Chinese hat made in China. Imagine that.
Yeah.
It's authentic then. Yeah, right there, made in China. I'm gonna take the sticker off.
Made in China by Americans.
Made in China, sold by Americans, right? You know?
There you go.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, brother.
Y'all have a blessed day. I gotta protect my dome. I forgot my hat. What's going on, big dog? Jewelry? Here, man, I'm gonna give you this. So put it right here for you later, man. I hope you do well today, brother.
Appreciate it. You can use a little sprayer if you want to cool you down.
How y'all doing?
Not too bad. Get a lot of water coming out here. It's cold too. It's sat in the cooler. You want it? I'm saying, you want to mist yourself?
How are y'all leaving real gold out like this? This is crazy. You know how many people are gonna say, "Oh, what?"
I've had stuff sold.
Oh yeah, they probably really think it's real too.
Yeah, well, it actually is gold flake.
It is. It's leaf. There's no value
Oh, okay.
there.
Yeah,
you
there's
know?
almost no weight to it.
No weight there. I got you. I
Yeah,
got
and
you.
it's the thinnest possible form of gold. I mean, plating is thicker than that.
Yeah.
That's like when people brush it into something, leafing.
Oh, okay.
On food.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with all that, so you're teaching me something right
Oh
now.
yeah, they use that. It comes in a sheet, and you
Yeah.
can like peel it off, and you lay it on something and brush it into like if you got something that's engraved.
Oh,
To
okay.
make it gold line.
Wow.
You can do that, and you can also use it on food.
You got to heat it up.
No, it's literally if you touch it, it just dissolves.
But there's adhesive you can put, or like a glue almost.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
Real thin, and you lay it on top, and it sticks to it.
What?
Fun hot, man.
I'm like, I sweat
Yeah.
all the time.
You can read that later when you get some time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
They had yeah, the other one, the book was from yesterday. The guy with he had fully through films and a couple of other ones listed on his little booklet, and it said something about losing your fear of dying, something like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, when I opened it up, I wasn't reading. I was just looking at the little images.
Yeah.
One of them kind of made me giggle because of the title says "Losing Your Fear of Dying," and then it's a picture of an airplane with a guy jumping out with no. I noticed he has
No
no parachute
parachute on,
in
yeah.
the illustration, so it made
Yeah, I
me
have
giggle.
faith, but not that much.
Yeah, not that, I'm not making fun of it. I just thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, that's the point of it, you know.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
And believe it or not, that's actually my brother.
Oh, okay, that's what that was.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah. We come out here, and do this.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Try to hand
Hey,
out some
you know
gospel
what?
tracts.
I overshare a lot. I'm unfiltered with most of what I say.
Yeah.
I was raised non-denominational. My dad was on again, off again, hardcore Christian. When he wasn't one, he was, drugging it up and whatever. But when he was steadfast, So
Yeah.
I got to watch that bounce. And then when I got older, I sought out church myself. About 12 years old, I started going, and with no one, I walked. It was close by. The pastor lived 2 doors down from us.
Okay.
Anyway, I went there for 4 years, and I was a teenager. I picked up smoking, and they had 45 minutes of praise and worship, 15 minutes of fellowship, and then sermon.
Yeah.
That's how they did it. Well, during fellowship, I'd walk down the street. I wouldn't go stand out front the church. I wasn't being disrespectful. Smoke a cigarette and walk back. Half the adults were out there smoking.
Right.
I walked away, and I sat down, and the preacher I'd known most of my life called me out without actually saying my name. You know what I mean?
Really?
But I was the only one who was doing it, so it was me. And, he glanced at me once, and it boiled my blood, and it made me so angry because he was judging me, and he was calling me out, and he could have pulled me to the side and asked me not to do that, but no. And I'll be honest, it made me really mean towards Christians.
Really?
And for a while, and I also, this is not a brag, I have
No.
high intellect and
Yeah.
not a pretty good vocabulary. and I would tear people's face off. I was angry. And
Right,
really
right.
devout. You know, people whose faith rule everything. They can't even form a sentence, but they'll tell you that you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I'm not dogging these people, but you know what I mean. The ones that just blind, immaculate faith.
I know what you're saying.
I would go after them and tear them up, and I feel so bad now for doing it. And my wife is pagan. I don't know if you realize that with this movie or not, but you know that she is an actual witch for all this witchcrafts, which is not what it
so I'm
seems.
gonna burn in hell.
Not what it seems, you know, not what it seems. But
I'm
like I said, I'm
actually afraid of
oversharing
hell.
here, but you know, I'm oversharing. But
No, you're good.
I
You're good.
I would
eventually,
have gone to the hell anyway. I'm a cradle Catholic.
yeah, oh yeah, you committed all kind of cardinal sins.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, over time I actually come to feel real bad about what I did because I learned that the people who make people miserable, fuck them. I don't care if they're religious or not. But if you're just spreading the word and you're kind and it makes you happy and you make people around you happy, I'm happy for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And it doesn't bother me at all what you believe. You
Yeah.
know? And I'll even talk to you about it. But when I was younger, man, oh, was I so mean? And it haunts me.
Could you tear me up a little bit?
No, I don't want to. I don't even want to go down
I like a little bit of a
religious conversation.
challenge.
Is
You
fine.
know, I like
yeah.
a little challenge. You know.
Well, the thing is, what I would do is it usually was people who just they repeated what they heard. They never actually thought.
They don't know
of
what
it.
they know.
Right.
They don't know
right.
why they believe what they believe. Right?
Exactly.
You know
And
what I'm saying?
especially Catholics, even though they are taught, they go to catechism and everything, they don't absorb it. You know, it's something they're forced to do as a child.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's all repetition. For
and
us.
it's not
It's all
chosen. You're
ritual and
born
repetition.
into it. You know.
Yeah.
Catholic.
That's why I got this little booklet that I give out every once in a while. It's kind of cool. It's
Yeah. Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
So read it
that's
when you
the
get
thing
some
about
time.
Catholicism. You're not
Yeah,
supposed to
I haven't
pray
been
to
Catholic
anybody
for
but
like
Jesus,
30
God, and the
years,
Holy
but-
Ghost. So that's
It's just something good for you to read. You know,
Yeah.
that's all I'm really trying to
I pointed that
say.
out to a Catholic person I knew. They're like, no, you pray to the saints. I'm like, no, you pray to God. You don't pray. You ask the saints for favors. You don't pray
I
to
was
them.
never taught to pray to saints.
Well,
I
no,
was
that's the
always
thing. Most
taught
Catholics are taught
for the saints to give
you pray
you.
to specific
help.
saints for specific things.
Right,
But
right.
When you,
Yeah, that's
when
true.
You worship anybody but the Holy Trinity, that's idolatry. You know?
Well, but we
you
ask
know,
the
you know what I'm
saints.
talking about.
We ask the saints for help and to pray to God
And right,
for
that's
us.
fine. But what I
That's the
I told
difference.
Judy,
And that's not what people understand.
my ex's mother, she was much older. She had her at an old age. She was in her 60s. She was she was a very simple woman. I don't want
Yeah.
to call her stupid, but
Right.
you know her. She's real loud and real simple, so she comes off as ignorant. She's not a bad woman. She's just mouthy. I mean, I've come to terms with her over time.
Right,
We're
right,
fine
yeah,
now,
yeah.
You know, but she went to Catholic church all the time, and she told me about it. And her and her husband were telling me they're praying to everybody but God. I'm like, why not pray to God? Why not go to the man who actually makes it happen? You know, things like that. You know.
Yeah.
When I was ever taught to pray to.
The fact that
I went to a different kind of Catholic church apparently.
depending on if you trust historians and history or not,
Yeah.
any kind of Christianity, Judaism's older, but Christianity in general is only 2,000 years old roughly. Before then, there was 100 different religions that use the exact same story that Christianity does, you know, and even today there's hundreds of them that have a birth, death, crucifixion, resurrection, you know, all that kind of stuff. And again, it's certain things people say that I can really drill on, and that's what I said. I don't want to do that anymore.
And you didn't
But that's
do it
the kind
in
of
person.
Oh no, I did with a couple of people, but I was trying to be nice. Because somebody was being crappy towards me, and I'm like, look, this is why I don't agree with you. And they're like, screaming at me because it's something they heard and they regurgitated it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's when I'm like, okay, I'm done.
What's your name?
Joshua.
Joshua, I'm
Of
Joe.
all names.
Yeah, Yeshua, actually. Joshua is Yeshua.
Yeshua, yes sir.
Yeshua, yeah. So that's it.
Salvation.
Yeah, that means that. Are you a good person, though?
I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
I'd like to think so.
If you don't mind, I'd like to take you through the 10 Commandments.
Oh,
You
I
know?
know 'em.
Okay. What's the
Not
first
by
one?
heart,
What's
but
the?
I
Okay, you don't know 'em by heart.
Yeah.
Okay. How many can you name off the top of your head? Let's see. I'm gonna count them for you.
It's no killing. Thou shalt not,
No murder.
Right.
Thou shalt not murder. Yes, that's one.
Covet thy neighbor's wife.
Don't
adultery.
covet. Number 10. Yes.
Give me a second, because I have real bad
That's okay.
ADD.
Yeah. You got EDD.
ADD.
Oh, ADD. I was about to say ED. Whoa.
No. Not yet, anyway. coveting goods is another one that's listed.
Well, that's two.
differently.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
two.
It's listed in the same
It's
thing.
coveted and what you're
no
trying
other
to
gods
say.
before me.
That's three.
Yeah,
That's
the big ones is the ones I remember. And don't get me wrong, they're all big.
Right,
but that's the ones you hear. See, you're putting me on the spot, and it's making me. I'm scrambling.
Yeah,
in my
yeah, no
mind
worries.
and trying to remember them.
Our little
Keep
motto
going,
is
because
Lord knows.
as you say them, I will remember them, which is fine. I don't have a problem.
Okay, let's see if you could. Let's see if you can finish the sentence. You've heard it of old by them not to commit blank, but I say unto you, if you even look with blank
lust.
lust. That's
Yeah,
it. Right.
That's
yeah.
well. That was the coveting name of his
Okay.
wife. That's what the lust thing. That's what the coveting and lust that goes together in my mind.
Right. It says
Yeah.
don't covet your neighbor's
And
wife.
look,
You know.
yeah,
Saying,
but lusting after something,
Yeah.
coveting goods is lusting after. I think those kind of go together, but I understand they need separation.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
And Jesus made that separation because some people felt like back in the old days, that they could just
yeah, no.
continually have these thoughts, and
Sure.
thoughts lead you down a path,
Of course.
And like murder, it says
Yeah.
don't murder, not
Right.
kill, because
Also
sometimes
not-
you have to kill. I mean, if
Yeah.
somebody's attacking your wife and you got to kill him
Oh,
to protect your wife. You got to do
the
that.
eye for an eye adage is understandable. If
Yeah.
someone's attacking you, you respond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying vengeance-wise. I'm talking
Right.
about protection. Yeah.
So how many lies you think you told in your life? That's one.
That's always one I forget.
Well, he was an addict for a while,
I was
so
on opiates for 16 years. I mean, I
Yeah.
didn't steal, but I lied.
Well, thank God you're off. You know what I'm saying?
manipulation, lies, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, personally, this is what I do, because out of love, I would say to you, we got all the 10 Commandments. We got, the first one is the small of Israel. Hear, O Israel, hear your God is one. Don't have no other gods before the
Yeah,
Lord
no
your
other gods
God.
before me,
Right?
yeah.
And the second one's like it. He says, don't have a graven image or anything. And he also expounds upon that to your mind. Don't create a God to suit yourself in your own mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we got 3.
That's probably one of the biggest ones today, honestly.
Oh yeah, people that are
People-
spiritual, say spiritual.
Oh, they worship
That and the
money.
simple fact that they worship themselves. They're
Yeah.
so self-important that they are their own God.
Number 3, have you broken that one?
What
Don't
is-
take God's name in vain.
Oh, the guy's name in vain. Oh, gee. No, I almost did it.
You almost did
I
it.
said G. I was gonna say Jesus, but I said G's instead.
Yeah, good job, good catch, good
yeah,
catch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Going to number 4, honor your mother and parents.
Oh,
your father.
I don't know, motherfucker. Yeah. As much as I can, because and they are my parents. I understand that one, and I agree with it. But there is a point too where my father, on-off addict all of his life.
Yeah, yeah.
And he is a narcissist, and he
Yeah.
still does abuse drugs occasionally.
Yeah.
And so we butt heads, and there's a respect issue between us. But when it comes down to it, he is my father. I respect him. I love him. Same thing with my mother.
Yeah, yeah.
But we do have disagreements. But it's never been an outright just
Right, right.
offense on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And how many times do you think you've lusted in your life? After? You lost count?
Oh, I'm sure most people have, honestly.
Yeah, most people,
Mhm.
So, Joshua, I'm not judging you, and I love you very much, and that's why I'm going through
I
this.
appreciate it. I
You
love
know-
you too. I love everybody, man.
Yeah,
Don't give me a reason
yeah.
not to, honestly. And it's not that I don't love them. I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna
Yeah, yeah.
put that love, out and
Right.
get nothing but hurt back.
And what I'm trying to say is I think there's a right way to love people and there's a wrong way.
I agree.
And I think that sometimes, and I used to be very guilty of this because when I first got saved and I started learning the word and I started memorizing it, I was very judgmental, if I could be honest with you, myself. And I started walking because I was young and I was a virgin and I was, all these things, life, and I was walking high and mighty with my chest out saying I'm better than you. And God had to humble me.
Yeah.
some.
Those that are resins that
You
you
know.
burn
And that's
on the
another thing that I
charcoal.
have problems with people
But I have
too.
the
That
incense
was
sticks
very
on the other
judgmental.
Yeah.
Holier than thou is what I call
Smell,
it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. That's especially
That's got a little,
mega church
candle in it, I
people.
think
Yeah.
strawberry
Oh my
scented or
God.
rose or something.
And
Yeah.
again, taking money. I
Yeah,
just said
yeah,
God.
no.
My
The
God.
white one,
No, I
yeah,
understand.
Not to be
it felt
offensive.
like it's like
It's
a
just,
bath.
being especially from the South, we say a lot of blasphemous things,
And the
Especially
pink
taking
one
a look
is
at
a
anything,
love spell, but
It's very
not
common in
just like
conversation.
to get somebody.
I'm trying not to.
It's for self-love, like people.
Anyway, those people,
So, enhance a current
when you
relationship,
are
so
judging
on.
someone else and you're looking
It
down
has all
on
the
them,
instructions
that
on
is
top.
the main problem I see
And in a black
with
salt, you put
most
that
people who
across your
consider themselves to
threshold
be
after you sage
Christian
your
or
house.
whatever today.
And
is
you know-
the judgment, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't judge anybody unless they give me a reason to. I mean, you know, when I look at somebody, unless they're being nasty to me or giving me a reason to say, oh, well, you're a piece of crap.
My wife will love that.
Love both of those. Give me a reason to, and even then I try not to.
Let me just say this to you, so you know, so it's because I got to get going.
Yeah, definitely.
And get to other people. But I want to say this to you, Joshua. When you stand before God, and He shows you that all the commandments, He can play back your life like a HD player.
Oh, yeah.
Would you be innocent or guilty?
And I write that in the card that I put with it.
That's how we're
And I mean, you know,
at
that
the
was
same
whatever
time,
gift I'm giving them. But
God is kind and forgiving.
it's like it adds
And
a little
I think that that's one thing that I will disagree with on religion, the scale of those Catholics with their cardinal sins,
Right,
the ones
right.
you can't come back from.
Yeah,
I
like
think
you can't be saved
truly,
if you kill
if you
somebody.
are saved and repent for what you've done, God will let you into the fold. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah,
you
yeah.
will be allowed into heaven if you truly repented. Not murder somebody and go get saved and I'm good. No.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that's where I have said I've over the years learned the differences, and I understand the reasons behind the way they teach a lot of this stuff. It has to be a blanket thing and very simple for everyone to understand. You know.
Well,
and again,
it's
I'm not talking to people who go to church like they're stupid, but you know. They're not.
The way I look at it, Joshua, is like if I'm going to get to know you, I got to find out about you, and I got to get to find out who you are and what you say and how you act and stuff like that. I can't say to you, I can't go to this guy right here and say, well, I know Joshua, and Joshua likes Coke.
Right.
And then you really like Dr. Pepper.
Right.
You know, you can be like, hey, I didn't tell you that, you know.
Right.
And so how do we find out about God right now?
Yeah,
how do we find out? We found out about it through the Word, you know, through the Bible. You know, that's how we find out who He is and what He is about, you know.
And I'm not taking anything away from the Bible at all here. I'm not talking bad about the book.
Yeah, no.
I don't like the way people use it as a weapon. That I have a huge issue with. And that's also a mega church and non-denominational thing.
Right.
That they'll use it almost like a whip or a paddle or a bat or whatever you want to call it to kind of beat on you with it.
What's
it's
your
a
wife's
book of
name?
God. Wendy.
Wendy. Let's say that somebody killed Wendy, and we went before a judge, and the judge just, the criminal said, Judge, I'm a really good person. I just kind of lost control, killed Wendy, but really all the good I've done in my life, and I'm such a great person, I should really be let go because I do more good in the life, in the world than bad. What would you say about that judge?
Well, it depends on what the judge said, but the person...
But let's say the judge said, okay, I'll let you go. Would you call him unjust?
Was very unjust because there's no... I mean, unless... It's situational. You're being very bland here. But if there was justified reason for what he did, say it was an accident, or even if it was on purpose, it was they were on drugs and they were out of their mind, things like that, I could forgive that. And a judge shouldn't. That should be jail time no matter what. But, with murder, I think the laws that, unless it's like automobile accident, manslaughter charge, I don't think that necessarily deserves jail time, but, it'd be on your record, because, again, that's accidental.
Well, yeah, I'm saying blatant out, just blatant out, cold-blooded murder. She had a wad of $100 in her hand for making all the money at the store today, and they just said, I want that money.
Right.
Then you would say that just is unjust,
Definitely.
And here's the thing that I'm trying to say to you, and this is the thing that I want to get across to you, is if God is good and holy and just, He's got to punish evil. Because half of the murders that go on in America, they go by without getting punished.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So half the murderers are getting away scot-free.
Yeah.
But
with slight repercussions. Yeah. They're not doing what they're not getting what they should get.
Yeah.
I agree.
And there's no escape from that. And that's why I'm saying to you, like, if you die,
if it's not in this life, it's going to be in the next. Yeah.
And we have a way of trivializing sin, I think, what I'm saying? Like putting it down, like, oh, it's just a lie, or it's just this, I just thought this. But God is holy, He's up here. He's a lot more, justified in what He's saying. Because He says, hey, not to do that, you know what I'm saying?
I will say one more thing, and she kind of, and I thought this, but the problem is I had a hard time putting it into words, and she said it to me, she had read it from somebody, when it comes down to religion, whatever you believe, as long as it gets you from birth to death happily, you live a good life, you're a good person, you're a happy person, and you treat others around you with respect and happiness and joy. And the Ten Commandments are a great guideline on how to live your life.
They're
they really
exactly
are.
how you should.
Yes,
live your
exactly. As long as that happens for you,
Yeah.
what I believe is irrelevant. I'm
Right.
happy for you, and as long as you don't browbeat me like a
Right,
lot of people
yeah,
do,
yeah.
and I find that to be judgmental.
Right.
I think, and I don't think they realize that. Those people who do that. Oh well, you have to. You're not. No, I mean, you talk
Yeah.
to someone like you're doing,
Yeah.
gentle, easy.
Jesus
Have a
preached,
conversation.
Judge not,
Yeah,
unless
yeah.
you want to be judged. And I've had that issue with people attacking me at gas stations because I had a pentacle on. You're going to go to hell and all of this. I'm like, thanks for judging me. I will have a suite right next to you because you're, and they get it's.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, it's
we get a
what
lot
it
of that.
is.
We're living in St. Tammany Parish, and that is a very Christian
Church of the King
Catholic
rules.
parish.
Yeah, I know what you're
Very
saying.
heavily influenced by large churches. And again, I'm not bagging church and God at all. It's just some of those churches, the way they hear, what they do, what they say, how they act, especially from affluent people who tend to be more judgmental too.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm not judging them. I'm just saying that's what I've noticed.
In my religion, karma's going to get them.
Yeah. Well, I think karma
So-
and God's will are the same thing, depending on what
It
you
is.
believe.
It's all what
Yeah.
you believe in.
Well, I think I'm just going to end it with this. I'm going to just tell you guys this. I think there is a way to truth. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And then, when you look at what Muslims say, Muslims have a very different view. And then you look at Hinduism and you look at all these. Everybody's making truth claims, you know what I'm saying? And so there has to be an ultimate truth,
Right. And
If you have any questions,
another
let me know.
thing
You can
too
move those signs. We just
is
didn't put them up
I
yet.
am a firm believer. Yeah, I need to hang those back up.
Yeah.
I am a firm believer in having faith in something, but
The little,
when people
Pat's
come
always
at me,
have,
especially when they don't know how to defend themselves, they only know what they've been
catnip in
told,
them
and they tell me that their faith and their certainty about things, that's arrogance. That's pride.
Yeah.
That's hubris. I mean, it's nobody has been there. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. We have faith in what's going to happen. We have faith in what we feel. And I tell you right now, I don't claim anything. What would that be? Agnostic? I mean, but
you
I
believe there's
don't.
an almighty being.
I don't know. There's so many versions of the same basic thing, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but that's the kind of conversations I have. There's so many versions that are very similar to one another, whether it be Adventist or Baptist or
Well,
all that
the
kind of
different,
stuff, and-
that's just in the form of the doctrine,
Right, right.
But that's
And-
not necessarily. I mean, most of the time, it's the fundamentals are the
right.
same,
The basics are all the same, right?
Unless
But
you're
they're
Jehovah's
practiced
Witness or
slightly differently.
Mormonism or something like that.
Pagans
Which
believe
that
in God.
honestly, when I heard the whole 100 and something thousand people in the heaven thing, I'm like, don't you think that quota's filled?
144,000.
Yeah, I said, don't you think that quota's filled by now? And I'm not being mean when I say that, but when they say it, logically, it just doesn't sound right. I'm like, wait a minute. How long is that religion? How long has it been? I mean, anyway, I'm being kind of silly, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway, I enjoyed our talk. I know you want to
Hey,
keep
man.
moving, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, Yeah.
Definitely.
It's nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you, Wendy.
Have a great
And
day,
Joshua.
buddy. Yes, sir.
Y'all have a good day. Don't work too hard. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Y'all taking care of all the runners?
Try.
I'll give y'all something today. Y'all can read later. You can read it later when you get some time. That's one for you, man. Y'all have a good day. What up, man? Did you get one of these?
No.
There you go, my bro.
All right, thank you, man.
You have a good day, boss. Learn how to do math? I said, man, if I'd have learned how to do that, I'd have been like way ahead of where I am now. Give you this. You can read it later.
Thank you.
But I appreciate what y'all are doing.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Y'all have a good day. What up, big guy?
What's up, buddy?
We'll give you something, man. You can read later.
All right.
I like your shirt.
Thank you.
What up, big dog?
How you doing?
Doing good, man. How you doing today? I'm gonna give you something real quick before you get a customer here. Check this out, dude. You ever seen these before?
Nope. Is this some religious thing?
Well, this is a gospel track, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But this right here isn't.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that illusion.
Yeah, you seen that before?
That's cool.
Did you hear me talk to her earlier?
No.
Do you trust yourself?
In what? What do you mean?
Do you just trust yourself in general?
Like my judgment,
Yeah,
generally?
yeah. Spell the word silk out loud.
Silk? Why?
It's a question you
What
got.
is this? What,
It's a you're gonna see. If you don't answer the question, you'll never get to the end. Let's go into the journey. You're a smart guy.
That would be tragic.
Spell the word silk.
S-I-L-K.
And what do cows drink?
Nope.
No, they drink water.
Oh, well, nice.
Yeah. So you're right about some things. Don't believe everything your eyes show you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes don't trust yourself, because if we trust ourselves, sometimes we have a right thinking that we're thinking right, but actually we could be thinking wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What do you believe, man?
I am not religious.
All right. You're atheist?
Mm-hmm.
What if I could prove to you God exists in 30 seconds or less?
I don't think you could.
You don't think I could? When you see a building, how do you know there was a builder?
I'm not a debate guy.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm not going
Look.
down this thing with you, because I know you have a dialogue tree that you like to go down to.
It's just open dialogue, to be honest. Here you go, brother. Take that with you, man.
Thanks.
Read it later when you get some time.
Yeah, will do.
You know what I'm saying? I care about you. You know what I'm saying?
I know you do.
That's why I'm out here. You know. And if I wouldn't, I mean, do you think you're a good person? Let me ask you a few quick questions, if you don't mind. You think you're a good person?
I do.
How many lies have you told in your lifetime?
How many lives? What?
Lies. How many lies have you told in your lifetime?
I think good people can tell lies. I think sometimes you even lie for the greater good.
Okay. So you wouldn't quantify? You never told lies, or have you told lies?
I haven't kept count.
So you have told lies?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
You have too.
Yeah. Everybody has, man. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever lusted after somebody?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. You know, a lot of people that look at pornography, they do, but they also undress
Sorry?
girls. People look at pornography, they undress the girls with their eyes. I mean, I do it. I mean, I'm guilty of it. You know what I'm saying? Done it before, you know. You ever taken God's name in
So
vain?
do you think you'll? What is your qualification then for going to heaven? Do you think you can go to heaven if you do that, or do you think you need to stop doing that, or can you keep doing that but just be saved at the end and then you end up being okay? How does it work?
Yeah. Well, that's why we're going through the Ten Commandments right now. That's in essence what we're doing. Asking you how many lies you told, if you ever lusted. You know, which you said you have, huh? You've lusted before?
Yeah, of course.
Have you ever used God's name in vain?
Oh, all the time. It's my
Okay.
favorite activity.
That's your favorite activity? Well, I'll tell you this, man. It's you know, in the Old Testament, it's punishable by death.
Oh, I
You,
know that.
you know what I'm saying?
You
Yeah.
think we should live by the Old Testament?
I think that we're getting to the conclusion. So,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? What's your name, man?
Kevin.
Kevin? I'm Joe. It's nice to meet you on this hot day, man.
That's my stepdad's name.
Okay. Hopefully you like him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me just stop here, man. Kevin,
Yes,
you
sir.
admitted to me that you're a lying, blasphemous,
Mm-hmm.
adulterer at heart.
Mm-hmm.
And let me ask you a question, man. If I'm using that word loosely, if God was real and you was to stand before Him on Judgment Day,
I'd
And
be
he
done
was-
for.
you'd be guilty.
Oh yeah.
You're guilty of sin.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, just
I
think.
don't know. I think there's lots of people that believe that atheists can still go to heaven, though, right? If they're a good person.
Well, that's what we're getting to. That there are
I
none
don't,
good.
I don't believe those things would make me a bad person.
Yeah.
I think there's lots of good people who do those things.
But you think a lying, thieving, adulterer at heart,
I
blasphemer?
think it's maybe a little more nuanced than that.
I don't know. I
That
think it's.
sometimes good leaders have to lie for the greater good of the people. That sometimes people have impulses that they can't control, and what matters more is the content of their character and the way that they conduct themselves.
Yeah,
more than
yeah.
Thought policing, trying to control what they're thinking
Yeah.
about. They look at people.
Well, the point. Yeah, I'm getting to the point of where the question you asked me. Do you think good people can still go technically to heaven? Atheists that are good, right? That was kind of your gist of your question earlier.
No, I said I think that there are religious people who believe that, but I don't believe that there is an afterlife.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not a religious person.
yeah.
I don't.
Well, Kevin, I just want to say this to you, man. If you was to stand before God today, you'd be guilty, and He can play back your whole life, you know. And when you think about it, in reality, you know there's a building because there's a builder. You'll have to see the builder to know that there was a builder. And the whole fact that creation is, you don't get nothing out of anything, you know what I'm saying? Nothing can create nothing. It all comes from a mind. You know, just your DNA inside is way more complicated than any one of these buildings. Just your complex of your DNA, you know? And if you fall in the hands of a living God, man, who created you, it's going to be a sad day. And right now, I'm trying to make sure you say, get some evidence. Get some evidence of what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Don't be objective. You know, don't be you know what I'm saying? Be very objective. But with the objective truth, you know? Search out for God and see if He's real, man, because I'm telling you.
That's not being objective, is it? Working backwards from a conclusion?
Well, you have to look and see where the evidence leads, you know? And the evidence tends to move you towards that we're created, that we're not created, you know? I mean, there's no proof for evolution.
Okay.
Do you believe there's some proof for evolution?
Not at all. I think that it's the proof is everywhere.
Okay. And I'm just trying to say to you,
DNA
you know,
everything.
if our eyes meet on that day after you pass from death to life, and you stand before God, you already admitted to be guilty, you know? You're going to look at me one day and you're going to slap me. You're going to say, why didn't you slap my face? Why didn't you grab me and shake me and tell me, hey, why didn't you tell me this or why didn't you tell me that? And what I'm saying to you today, man.
Are you familiar with the concept called Pascal's wager?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I find it pretty convincing.
Well, no matter what you believe, man, you know, if you believe in righteousness and judgment, like you got a mother, you have a mom, right? If somebody kills your mom and gets away with it, gets completely away with it, well, according to your belief system, he's going to get away with it and nothing's ever going to happen to him. Half the murders in America that go on today don't get solved. Criminals get away with murder.
Oh, you're saying he won't someday meet some
He won't
higher
get punishment
judgment or something?
Yeah, he won't get punishment.
Well, yeah, that's why we find criminals, right?
Yeah.
But I don't like the idea of living my whole life according to what I think is going to happen in the afterlife. I live my life for my life. I think that this is the only life we get.
Yeah.
And so it's incredibly valuable to me. And so I live in the moment, and I live according to what's important to me and what I want to do for others. And I do all of that not because I'm afraid of going to hell, but because I care about other people and I want to do what's best for them and best for myself.
Yeah, I agree with you, man.
That's what's important to me.
But you know what?
Hey, how are y'all?
How are you?
I'm doing good. Have you seen these before? Leaf filters?
Leaf filters?
Okay, if you came to my house to do it, I would be interested. But I doubt you'll come to my house.
Where do you live?
Utah.
We go nationwide. We have offices in Utah, absolutely.
Okay, so, but the thing is, we're going to do hard space. T-shirt, what's a good size?
Right now large still. I'm cutting that down though.
I know, right? Just in time for summer, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
All right, I'm gonna give you that.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You know what? Maybe I'll give you something a little better. Have you ever seen these before?
No, what are those?
They're optical illusions. Here, check it out. Same size?
They look the same size.
What about now?
The red one looks bigger.
No. Your eyes are tricking you.
Oh, that's good. Sammy, you look.
Whoop. You can have that.
Thank you.
You can share them with somebody else.
That's very cool.
And give Tammy a couple. There you go. Oh no, thank you, man. I'm fasting right now, bro. I can't eat anything. Sounds even better, you know. You're tempting me more than Skittles right now, you know. Let me give you something you can read later and get some time. I hope y'all do good today, man.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm good. Have you ever used body butters before?
No, I'm not a butter body guy, you know.
You're not a butter body guy?
Butter buddy guy, butter buddy. That's a tongue twister.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one before.
Yeah,
Make sure
yeah.
you see that here within days.
You know what I have
What you have?
at my house? I have your product from last year.
Oh, did you?
The hair growth, but I didn't put it on. I didn't apply it. It's just been sitting on my shelf.
Oh, really?
But I liked you so much last year, I bought a product from you.
I thought your face was familiar.
I want to give you something today.
Yes.
You're so good at your job.
Thank you.
I know you're real passionate about your business. You know?
I am.
Check this out. Same size?
No. They're the same size when you put them together, but when you separate them, they're not.
Do you trust yourself?
I do.
Spell the word silk out loud.
S-I-L-K.
And what do cows drink?
Milk. I mean, what the cows drink?
Yeah, you said milk. It done got you. They drink water.
They do drink water.
So, point is, don't believe everything your eyes show you, because they can deceive you. And don't trust yourself sometimes, because if you're wrong about little things, whatever wrong about bigger things in life, you know?
You are absolutely right. Thank you.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
Have a good day.
As well, but I do different things according to seasons. So, like cabbage, I can
No.
Did you want to sign up and get your
I don't need no more credit cards, love. I'm trying to get rid of mine right now in the name of Jesus. You know?
All right, thank you.
Thank you, friend. What up? How you doing?
Pretty good.
I got something for y'all. I want to give y'all real quick.
Okay.
You believe your eyes? Believe what your eyes see? Look. These cars? Same size? Here, put them back. Do it again. You trust yourself?
I trust myself.
Spell the word silk out loud.
S-I-L-K.
What do cows drink?
Milk.
No, they drink water.
Oh.
So, the moral of the story is don't believe everything your eyes show you, because they could deceive you. Some people said, I don't believe unless I can see it. Well, you would have believed that was bigger until I did that, you know? And then you trust yourself. Sometimes we can make a mistake on small things. What if we make a mistake on bigger things, you know? So let me give you one of these. That's for you. And that's for you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Did you get first?
Okay. Thank you.
What you got, bronze?
Third.
Third. Good job. Good job, buddy. Thank you. Ma'am, you're still in jog mode.
Yes, sir.
Take that with you, love. I like your outfit. It looks really nice.
Thank you.
A few notes about the video. First and foremost, you see me kind of cut it short with some people. The guy who spoke a lot about different religions and his wife was pagan, I ended up just cutting it short. He talked a lot and everything like that, and they had a lot of customers coming up right that second, so I know I wouldn't be able to really get his attention and focus. But I did leave him with a tract, and I did pray for him. I'll pray that I'll leave him in God's hands, you know, him and his wife. They're real sweet people, and everything like that. So I just left him in God's hands, you know, and he has all the information there to finish the message. And the atheist guy, also I kind of did the same thing. Inside that tract that I got right there that you seen me give him, it has a $250,000 offer from Dr. Dino, saying that if you can prove evolution, then you can win the $250,000. Because the fact is that there is no scientific proof for evolution. There's things that they say is scientific proof, and that they try to put in there. Oh, well, we can see from tribe mentality, this is why we do this and that, but it's all theories. There's no actual scientific proof. So, and that's why they call it a scientific theory, which is kind of, you know, oxymoron in itself. But anyway, you don't always have to go to that extent, length of witnessing to people. You can just try to just give them a track and move on, you know, especially first stage witnessing. And I was kind of down on myself when I got done witnessing to that young atheist dude, that I didn't do a better job of keeping track on everything. But at the end there, I just kind of felt like the Holy Spirit gave me a release. So just give out tracts. I mean, if you're not experienced at witnessing or whatever, it doesn't matter. Just give out tracts. Period. You're doing the Lord's work, regardless. And you just pray and ask God that He gives you the right people to talk to at the right time, and He will, because He's faithful and true, and He answers the requests of those who serve Him. And I don't know why my camera cut off. I have a little button on there I push, Actually, it's right here. This little button I push to turn it on and off to record. But sometimes it doesn't work, and the little light right here that's on it, when it's in the sunlight, it doesn't it turns red, so it's very hard to see. But I know I pushed it a few times. So I gave out probably about like 3-4 more tracks on the way to my truck. This was the Jambalaya Festival in 2024. So, and a lot more. My brother gave out probably thousands of tracks. You know, I just wanted to record just a little bit and let you guys see that you don't have to be scared to share your faith. You just have to be dedicated and willing to go out there and just love people. That's why we do it, because we honestly love people. You know, if they die without Jesus, you know, they're going to be in a tremendous spot. And I can't be that person that sits by idly and does nothing, knowing that there's a possibility that they can leave this earth without knowing Jesus. And these are tears of joy all the time, because, I mean, really, honestly, Jesus is, and my relationship with the Lord is the best thing that's ever happened in my life. And that's why I'm so passionate about doing this. Because I saw how passionate Jesus was. Jesus was so passionate in life about what he did, about how he shared his faith. And he always used the 10 Commandments, and that's why I use the 10 Commandments. You know, when he talked to the rich young ruler, he told the rich young ruler all the commandments, and the rich young ruler said, all these commandments I've kept. And we know that we say that if we don't have any sin, we lie and we deceive ourselves, as Paul said. So, that's when Jesus said, go and sell all that you have and come and follow me. And I don't know who you are today, but maybe that's where you are in life. Maybe you have to sell everything you have to be able to serve the Lord, because you put it before God. Any sin that you have in your life, just make sure that you confess it and forsake it in your life, because nothing is worth your eternal salvation. There's no U-Hauls behind trucks, and there's no pride that follows after. Let us go out there and share the gospel, because we love people. Alright guys, be blessed. Josephus. Peace.